Our next speaker just before the break is Emma McCrudden, and she's a project manager for Northern Ireland Chest, Heart and Stroke, who will talk about their Work Well, Live Well programme. So thanks, Emma.
Good morning, everyone. I think the first thing I have learned from John is I'm not going to touch the clicker. But I can't reiterate both John and Rachel's words how delighted I am to be here in person and to see actual faces hopefully nodding back at me. But what I would encourage is that none of you keep yourselves on mute today and do kind of get as much out of today's conference as you can in terms of taking back some of the advice and resources and support that is available to you and bringing it back to your workplace, no matter where that is. I also have really enjoyed already listening to the different speakers, and although I have worked in public health for a very long time, I love a conference because I even go back to my workplace feeling enthused, and I hope you all take that away with you this afternoon as well. So, I didn't know the Health Minister was also going to introduce me earlier on, which was a lovely surprise. So I was invited along today to speak about Work Well, Live Well, which is delivered by Northern Ireland Chest, Heart and Stroke in the Southern Trust area, the South Eastern, Northern and Belfast trusts, and my colleagues developing healthy communities then deliver it in the West. So it is a full Northern Ireland wide initiative, and I suppose the first thing to let you all know is it is free of charge to all businesses that register. Before though I go in to kind of get into the nitty gritty of what Work Well, Live Well can offer you, as a business maybe starting their journey into workplace health and wellbeing, or maybe you've kind of dipped your toe in the water, or you're one of those early stages that John have went over and you want to kind of get to the next stage, hopefully we will be able to provide you with the support and resources to be able to do that. But I want to also give you a wee bit of a flavour of the evidence-based approach that Work Well, Live Well has been founded upon. And you can see this up on your screens. So Work Well, Live Well is based on the World Health Organization's healthy workplace model, and you can see it up there. And what the evidence basically shows from the World Health Organization is that it doesn't matter the size, the location, the type, where your organization is based, whether that is now taking the transition maybe to working from home or returning back to working from home, is if we can use this continual improvement process and a whole workplace approach, we can make a real difference to the health and well-being of our colleagues, but it also attributes to the positive working environment that we're all hopefully striving to achieve as we go forward. So at the very centre of the model, we have leadership, engagement and worker involvement. And if you don't have either of these, you don't have a successful workplace health and wellbeing strategy. At Chest, Heart and Stroke, we kind of try and, the word goes, we have lots of businesses that will register for Work Well, Live Well, but it's our job to kind of sustain, is that business, is that leadership team fully invested in driving forward health and wellbeing in their workplace? And we can't do that from a top-bottom approach. It needs to be the other way around. So you need to have your staff and your employees and your colleagues on that journey with you, and we very much encourage that as part of the programme. Along the outside then you'll see 4 circles which all overlap. The reason they overlap is it's the 4 avenues of influence in relation to health and wellbeing, and they can't sit alone, okay? A successful health and wellbeing programme or strategy needs to incorporate all of the different areas to ensure that you're fully investing in your staff, but also working towards that positive culture. So the first one I want to talk a wee bit about is the personal health resources. And we've heard about some of these already this morning. So these are the health services, the information, resources, that the workplace supports and delivers to support employee health and wellbeing, and to motivate their efforts within a workplace setting to be able to promote and encourage and take those steps towards a positive lifestyle. The psychosocial work environment then includes the workplace culture. It's the beliefs, it's the values, it's the daily practices that affect both the physical and mental wellbeing of staff. So we had heard from Action Mental Health already in terms of the likes of employee assistance programs will fit in here. It's the policies, it's the procedures, but it's not the policies and procedures that are done for a tick box. It's the ones that are fully invested and reviewed as we go throughout the programme. It's also the flexible working procedures and also the caring responsibilities that we have to our colleagues as the most valuable asset within the business. Through the Work Well, Live Well programme, we work with both the Health and Safety Executive Management Standards for Stress to try and incorporate this, and also the Equality Commission's Mental Health Charter within Northern Ireland. The physical work environment then has changed for majority of us. So it might have been the office or a vehicle, a factory floor. For a lot of people now, it's now our kitchen tables or our box room. And this refers also to the structure, the machinery, the chemicals that staff might be dealing with on a day-to-day basis. And in here, this is where our health and safety element come in to play. So our COVID-19 safety procedures, our DSE assessments, our occupational risk assessments as well. And finally, down the bottom, we have enterprise community involvement, or better known here as our corporate social responsibility. And this also links back to that giving element of bringing our staff together in relation to connections and giving back, or offering our business advice, resources to invest in the local community where we are based or where we serve. Around then the middle, you can see then that this is a continual improvement process. It's a whole workplace approach. In terms of Work Well, Live Well support, it is over a 3-year period, and it's continually going around that circle. So continually re-engaging with our staff to see what the main challenges or what their priorities are in relation to health and wellbeing, and that constantly changes. We need to assess and prioritise what those are, plan and do in terms of driving forward action, whether that is tangible support or the policies and procedures that might need reinvested in, and then also support in terms of evaluation and improving to always strive to do a little bit better. So how does Work Well, Live Well bring this to life? Or I suppose in another way, what do we tangibly offer to you as a business? So you can see up on the screen a flavour of some of what we do. The reason I can't put it all down is because it's very much bespoke to your organisation. Okay. So the first thing that we want to do in terms of the middle of that healthy workplace model is to get your colleagues and the employees involved. Ask the question, how are they, what are their priorities across each of those 4 avenues of health, and using that to basically to see how we move forward. We do that through a health and wellbeing survey. It's completely private and confidential to staff, fully accessible, and can also be translated if needed. Our job then in Chest, Heart and Stroke is then to basically pull that data and present that back to your leadership teams in relation to what the priority areas are for your business. We will then provide support in terms of the development of a workable health and wellbeing action plan going forward, and that's over a period of 3 years. We plan for a year at a time, and we, as part of that, do that alongside what we would call health champions from within the organisation. The role of the health champion is also, is to me, vital, because it brings your colleagues along. They're the people that will know exactly what is going on the ground in relation to health and wellbeing and the challenges that different staff may face. Chest, Heart and Stroke will offer health champion training to your business, and as part of that we will then support those health champions to take those survey results, what those priority areas are for your business, and turn those into a workable action plan. Mental health is just one impact, one section of that plan, and to support that we also offer then mental health first aid training and encourage sign up to the Mental Health Charter, which is run through the Equality Commission and our mental health charities across Northern Ireland. Health champions will have access to workplace health learning events to ensure that we keep their skills up to date as much as possible, but also to ensure that they can invest in their own health and well-being, but take that learning back into their workplace. We will then, again, like lots of organisations, provide the likes of talks and webinars for staff. We have online resources for health champions that we're trying to catalogue basically what is going on across Northern Ireland and what support is out there for workplaces. Unfortunately, the last people that tend to know are the workplaces themselves. So again, we're just trying to reduce those barriers as much as possible. Okay, so that's a little about Work Well, Live Well, I suppose, from my point of view in Chest, Heart and Stroke. I have had the lovely opportunity to work with Wood Innovations over the last year, and I have two of their health champions here today who are going to, suppose, tell you a little bit about their journey in relation to workplace health and wellbeing over the last year. So I'll welcome Mary-Louise and Rachel up.
Hello, I'm Mary-Louise, and this is Rachel, and we're just going to tell you just sort of what we've been doing for the past 5 months, and after listening to John, we've realised, we're probably about stage 3 or so. It's mainly offence-based sort of, but we also have first aiders and stuff as well, slowly just getting there. So yeah, here we go. So who we are, so I work for Wood Innovations. I'm a marketing assistant. Rachel works for customer service and sales. The business has been running for over 25 years. We're a wholesale flooring distributor. We also have our main warehouse in Mournepoint and also over in Walsall. We sell flooring, so we sell laminate, engineered. We work with Chrono, Pergo. Currently it says here 28, but we've actually expanded more. We've got 31 staff. So we're slowly getting there, and we also distribute just the whole island of Ireland and also over in GB. So, clicked wrong. There you go. So our role, so I'm actually a health champion, as Emma said. There's 4 of us within Wood Innovations. So we have Edwina, our CEO, myself, and then we also have Connor, who's not here at the moment. He is our warehouse supervisor, so it's all over departments, which is really good. It's brought us together. Our role is just to enforce improving just the well-being within Wood Innovations. So we came together, we had training. It was really handy. As I said, we got to speak to other departments. We got to know Connor more as well, so it was really good. It brought us all together. And we looked over the 3-year action plan and planned it out from the results from everyone within Wood Innovations, sort of what they wanted to sort of improve on, mentally and physically as well. So some of the benefits, you get to expand your knowledge on health and well-being, peer-based support as well within all departments. As you can see from all of us health champions, we're all from all over the business, with greater understanding as well of the issues within the workplace, which was very interesting to see, just percentage-wise, just to do with even mental health, lack of sleep, people wanting sort of to know more about their own health and get health checks. Then we sort of just made that plan and we implemented it. And Rachel's going to explain some of the stuff we've been doing for the past 5 months, just sort of within mental health and physically as well.
Hi everybody. So as Mary-Louise is saying, we decided to work with Chest, Heart and Stroke with Emma and try and improve on our employee wellbeing within the company. We've been doing it now for 5-6 months. So as Marla said, we spoke with all employees, managers and owners of the company, and we have started to take small steps, baby steps after listening to John, towards a much healthier and safer, better environment, working environment for everybody to work to. So first of all, we looked at everybody's eating habits, which when you work beside a petrol station that has a hot deli isn't very good. So what we decided to do was to start offering healthy snacks within our kitchens in the workplace. So we provide them on a weekly basis, and we put in an honesty box. So instead of just the company providing all the healthy snacks, it's good for the employees also to give back. So take something out of the healthy box, give a bit of healthy money to reimburse it. We then had a step challenge. So we all, right? Do we continue? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we created a step challenge over the week. We divided it into departments, office staff and warehouse staff. Obviously the warehouse staff is a lot more physically fit than, the warehouse staff's a lot more physically fit than the warehouse staff, than the office staff, sorry. So they had a target of 17,500 within the warehouse, and the office had a target of 10,000 steps. And we all put £5 into the pot, obviously, and then the overall winners between the two different departments got to keep the pot. They also decided Kenny was the winner. He is the guy in the warehouse. He had a colossal amount of steps. I can't actually remember how many it was, but he was walking mountains out of everything. I think he wanted to prove a point. So he actually got to we decided to close the company half day one day, and Kenny decided where we were going to do a physical walk too. So he did decide that we were going to walk to Clockmore Stone in Rostraver up Kilbrony Park. Now we did cheat. We drove to the bottom car park and walked up. But it was a very good day. It was a good day for us all to come together, all time to talk and walk, we called it. And it was very mentally good for the whole working environment. We do the first Wednesday of every month, we have our time to talk. So we will provide healthy scones and a cup of tea. And we will mix our departments. We will mix the warehouse, the marketing, the accounts, the sales. Everybody will mix together. We'll split our times, go and have our 15-minute break, and we'll all talk. We'll decide a topic.
Yeah,
The week coming up to it, and we'll all sit and have our time out. It's our time to talk about mental health, COVID-19, whatever issues is going on in the world, we'll talk about it, and it's very good. It clears everybody's head and helps everybody along. Sorry. Yeah. So, what we are planning ahead, I think it was myself that decided this. You do have a Christmas jumper day. I've decided we're going to have a Christmas pajama day. So I know the boys in the warehouse are going to look a bit strange in pajamas driving forklifts, but it's about the fun element. It's about the mental health element. It's about bringing that relaxed yet productive meaning to the workplace. We need to relax. We need to chill out. We need to take that time. And by implementing things like this that we can all join in really helps go a long way. So we will do that Christmas pajama day before Christmas. We're also going to have in January a cooking challenge, a healthy cooking challenge, where each department within the company will decide on a healthy meal to cook. They will take them in and we will all gather in the one boardroom and we will all taste everybody's healthy eating ideas and have time to talk while we're doing this, which is another time out, good for the mental health. We are looking at then also appointing a mental health champion within the company. So we will be working with Emma, and the days that the training and things and that there. And we just generally, we're working towards a better, healthier working environment, company. And listening to John today really opened my eyes. Now, I'm only a sales employee, but a lot of what John said hit home and made sense. So I'm hoping to bring that forward within our company, working with the rest of the health champions, and working with the managers and owners of the company to bring forward a healthier, better working environment within Wood Innovations. Thank you very much, everybody.
All right, guys, that was lovely. Thank you so much, Mary-Louise and Rachel. And I suppose why we wanted to include that was just to try and bring workplace health and wellbeing to life in a way. Wood Innovations were doing, I'm sure they won't mind me saying, doing very little before that they had registered. So the fact that they have been able to do so much in a period of 5 months at a time where their organisation is growing and incredibly busy, of still being able to do that investment piece. If you would like to register your business, or you would like to talk to me more about it, I do have a stand, so feel free to pop over. I also have the web link up on the screen there, which will take you straight through to the registration form. Before, when I was kind of preparing my notes for today, I also discovered that Wood Innovations registered for WorkWell this day last year, ironically. So again, nice to see in a space of a year the difference and steps that you can take towards health and wellbeing. Thank you very much.